Watch this. Your serve is losing 30% of its power because you're only using your forearm. This one upper arm drive trick fixes it instantly. Same swing, same setup, but two players, two completely different ball speeds. Some players have plenty of strength and no speed. Others have less strength and far more speed. What I want is explosiveness, and explosiveness means racket speed at contact. So watch closely and ask yourself, where does that speed actually come from? Next, let's put the two swings side by side. He's left-handed, I'm right-handed, so the picture mirrors, but the mechanics are identical. Backswing, then accelerate. Backswing, then accelerate. Watch both arms carefully and tell yourself where the difference is. It isn't the grip, it isn't the racket angle, it isn't the contact point. Here it is. He and I finished the backswing in exactly the same position, but I have upper arm drive, and he doesn't. Look at his loop. It's pure forearm acceleration from a fixed elbow. Now watch mine with the same backswing. If I only snap the forearm, there's no speed. But if the upper arm goes forward with the contraction, the power multiplies. That's a combined force. Think of it this way. If you stand still and I run into you, that's one force. If we both run at each other, the collision is completely different. It takes two hands to make a clap. So the upper arm has to travel forward into the ball, pushing through, before the forearm does anything. See that? The upper arm gives me one portion of the power, and then the forearm adds the rest on top of it. That's the maximum I can produce with the arm alone, and when I add the body behind it, that's the true combined force. So his problem is simple. He contracts the forearm on the spot, with no upper arm support behind it. Backswing, find the combined force, and only then accelerate the forearm. That's the first point. Second point, the swing works like nunchucks. The joints have to open before anything can accelerate. His swing doesn't open far enough, and the missing piece is the racket head. Right now, at the end of the backswing, the racket head stays closed and tucked in. To open it, the elbow has to push forward. He's lifting the elbow slightly instead, so the racket face stays stuck in the same plane the whole way through. Watch mine, closed elbow, I can only reach here. Push the elbow forward, and suddenly I can reach all the way out here. The racket head has to whip through like the tip of a bullwhip. Now, just work through the motion. First, open the racket head a little. That's still closed, open the racket head, relax, and push the elbow forward. Relax the elbow. There. Stay loose. Now the second piece. Drive the upper arm forward first. Push forward, then contract. The feeling should be that I've already sent the ball out with the maximum force of the upper arm, and only then do I close the forearm. Try again. Push first. Push. And as you push, there's a hooking sensation. The body carries the hook, then you strike. The forearm contraction never starts from a locked, on-the-spot position. That has no power in it. It has to ride on the upper arm's force. So after you push forward, contract only half, maybe a third of the way. The forearm isn't there to generate the explosive power. That's its real job, secondary acceleration and secondary control of the arc. It is never forearm-led. If you contract the forearm the moment you touch the ball, you've got no drive behind it. Upper arm forward, brace against the ball, then contract. Otherwise, the stroke collapses into a soft lift. Try it and keep your attention right on that one thing. Push again. Good, push more. Once the push is done, the forearm accelerates by itself. Don't think of it as deliberately closing the arm. Think of it as automatic acceleration. That's the feeling. There it is. Watch that one change of concept, and the ball is completely different. Now the third problem. The force still isn't coming together, and it starts back in the backswing. This is something almost everyone struggles with. The backswing is too forceful, too rushed, so you never meet the ball at what I call the golden contact point. Watch, the moment I see you tensing up and loading hard, I feed you a softer ball, and you lunge for it anyway. Slow the backswing down a little. Match the backswing to the speed of the incoming ball. Don't even hit yet, just track it. Fast ball, fast backswing. Slow ball, slow backswing. Learn to slow down. Then there's slow, easy, and at least the ball goes through the blade. It flew long, but that's a detail we fix later. Fast one. Now slow. Beautiful. Slow. That one wasn't open enough. Slow. Now fast, stay with it. Match the backswing to the ball speed. Slow again. See how you rushed and caught it off the edge of the blade. The force didn't come together. Try again, full concentration. There, that's it. Match the backswing to the ball speed, and the force combines by itself. So make it a rule: fast ball, fast backswing. Slow ball, slow backswing. If the ball is short, step in first, then take the racket back. The footwork comes first, the backswing second. Now the fourth key point, the elbow. During the backswing, the elbow must not drift, must not wobble anywhere. Try it, put the elbow out and brace it. Brace it and loop. Don't worry yet about whether the ball goes on, just brace and loop. Feel that. Suddenly there's power. After that, this is exactly why you can't generate power. When you loop, the upper arm and forearm need a fixed point to work against. Right now, everything moves together as one lump, so nothing accelerates. Watch me instead. The reason my loop has weight is that my elbow stays put, it's the pivot. The upper arm drives forward into the ball, the elbow holds its position, and the forearm snaps around it. Watch the elbow on screen, not the racket. Brace it. Again, brace and loop. There's the power. Now brush the ball first, that's the friction stage. Once you've brushed it, add the second stage of force on top and blend the two evenly. Beautiful. When the ball goes into the net, it's because the first stage wasn't enough. Give it enough brush and it lifts. There, enough brush, good. Brace the elbow. Head up, rotate. Then the forearm snaps closed after the upper arm has driven forward. That's it. 2 stages, brush, then accelerate. Keep them in that order. Moving on, stage 1. Use the racket head to add friction and lift the ball up. If it drops into the net, that tells you the brush wasn't enough. Hold the contact a fraction longer. Then stage 2 is the explosive part. Stay fully relaxed on the backswing. At contact, the upper arm and forearm separate. At contact, the elbow braces. And the direction of force is upper arm forward first, then close the forearm. Next, on the receive, read the opponent's arm as it comes through. Stay low and keep your eyes level with the racket at contact. So is this ball spinny or not? Not very. So how do you loop it? This is where people get fooled. They see a big swing and load up hard, but the ball has almost no spin on it. Look at the bounce instead. Watch how high it kicks after it lands. There, that one had spin. Very good, that quality is plenty. That one was light, and it flew long. Watch this serve, low and no spin. Because it stays low, you assume it must be loaded. So you push and it pops up half a meter, or you loop and it sails long. Don't be fooled by the flight. Is this one spinny? It's low, isn't it? I'm only adding a bit of theater in the arm. There's no spin on it at all. Low does not mean spin. Once the ball lands, the spin can't lie to you. A no-spin ball bounces with a high, flat arc. A heavily loaded backspin ball drops and digs down into the table after it lands. So stop reading the height of the serve and start reading the kick off the bounce. That's where the information is. Read the spin from the bounce. Now the same applies to sidespin. Big, obvious sidespin up or down, most of you can call correctly. It's the small amplitude spin, heavy versus light, where the reading breaks down, and that just takes repetition. So the loop is 2 stages. Brush first, then accelerate. The upper arm drives forward, the elbow holds as the pivot, the forearm snaps around it. Drill them until they stop being ideas and start being habits.